Welcome back, everyone, to Romance of the Three Kingdoms. We are resuming our play as Zhu Shu. Last episode, we unfortunately missed a character-specific tale. Did explain kind of what it was about, but, it would have been nice to see it in person, I think. But either way, we're not going to get too upset about it, although I kind of am, in case it wasn't apparent to you. It looks like we do have a lot of other tales here that we can try to trigger. A lot of these are pretty interesting for us. Let's see. Apparently there are bandits on the outskirts of town, so that seems pretty important. But I think we're going to try to focus on the has a deadline ones. Because I don't want to miss anything else out that, it's critical to the story. So, see if we can find one of these. Okay. So we can engage in the Battle of Chibi by 208 December, provided we have any of the triggers here. So let's see if there's any that we can do. So we would have to... Okay, Huang Gai can do it. Having offered to help Zhou Yu, Pang Tong visits Cao Cao. What do we need to do for that? Zhuge Liang is... Okay, so as soon as we get Zhuge Liang, we can do Linked Fetters. So we'll do that later. That said, we have 13 months to get Zhuge Liang on our side. However, we have to do this within 10, so we're going to have to make sure that we do this as soon as it's available. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. The Battle of Chibi preparation is right here, and then we'll have to figure out what we need to do for Battle of Chibi. Otherwise, we can hold off. We don't need to do anything yet. Zhahu Dun is in Runan. Yeah, we already knew that. Alright, let's go to the map, because we actually were given a request by our liege, in addition to all this stuff. We have to find Zhang Yang, I think it's right here, yep. Go here, and then look for an officer. See if we can have them join us too, right? Facilities... No, do not rest. That's right, I think we have to visit the castle gates. So we can repair the gates, but I think we can leave too, via the gates. Defense increases, our defensive buildings are more durable. 20 action points to leave to another city. If you are affiliated with Force, you can only visit cities controlled by your force or adjacent neighboring cities. That's not exactly true, I think. If we're a free officer or part of a vagrant army, you can travel wherever you want. We can build these relationships with others. I'm pretty sure we can visit this, but we're going to have to, slip through the gate, right? So let's see. A single bandit stood in front of Zhu Shu on the road. You gotta pay 100 gold if you want to pay passage through here. It'd be nice if you didn't trouble me. The person has such a kind smile. I feel like a fool for wielding this blade. Fine, you can leave. I will gladly take my leave. You should take a rest from time to time. I talked the bandit down. That's like getting out of the ticket with the officer, you know what I mean? Like, officer, I know you're just doing your job, and I appreciate that. So let me know what paperwork you need. Alright. So anyway, we have to find a free officer in Zhangyang. I believe we can do that by just inquiring around. So let's do that. Okay. Nothing there. Don't want to accept a request. Let's check the workshop. About the farmland. Yeah, this is where we would cultivate land. Obviously, we're not going to cultivate their land. It says no officers are present. Let's look around. Yep, we can raise our public order at the garrison. Yeah, you can have unrest and revolt if it's too low, right? Yeah, so... It says no officers, but I don't think they show up normally. Yeah, if we rest here, we will return back to our home. So we will rest here, and then we'll be back in Xinyi. So yeah, I don't see any free officers in this list, so yeah, I think we do have to find them. We just haven't, in the palace, you can slander other people, which reduces their loyalty. If your stats are high enough, you can even control the gold in the city's treasury. Oh, okay. I can't remember if the original 8 had that or not. One of them, I think either 7 or 8, you couldn't do that, and so it made things kind of scary. Like that issue that I was talking about before, where you would just run out of money playing as Liu Bei sometimes, and because Liu Bei hires a bunch of officers that he's friendly with, but he forgets how to pay them. You know what I mean? He's like that typical, college kid that just that runs out of money, right? So yeah, you can also enter service if we're a free officer. So. It's sight of a rather prim and proper looking individual around the gates. Okay. Where else did he say? Maybe the garrison? Let's inquire there. Garrison and workshop. Still not finding them. Well, we know where they are, but we just haven't spotted them yet. So, unfortunately, we will have to return. I think we can rest here, though, right? And it'll just automatically return us. Yep, return to Xinyi, and then, yep, rest. Okay, new tales available, bandit eradication. We could do this, however, this is a little bit difficult for us because we're not exactly a fighter, so to speak. Let's see what the bandits on the outskirts does, though, I think. Let's find out. Some merchants were attacked by bandits yet again. My, how many times has it been now? I can hardly sleep soundly at night. Pardon me, would you care to elaborate? Oh, Honorable Zushu, why, of course. Bandits have made their home in the mountains nearby. They come down frequently to loot and pillage. A volunteer went to subdue them, but the bandits were too strong. The volunteer was killed. I see. They won't go down without a fight. We're at our wit's end. Is there anything you can do to send those damned bandits running? There must be something I can do. Okay. Yeah, so we can either suppress or persuade. So persuade would be a lot better. Let's do that. Could you guys terrorize that town to the north? Rumors say the bandits usually lurk around here. Somebody help! Oh, speak of the devil. Are you the ones responsible for the plundering? What if we are? Instead of wasting your talents here, how would you like to work for our army instead? Depending on your work, we could write off your crimes and we'll even pay you. You're not lying, right? Well, no point doing evil when there's a good deal on the table. That makes things easier. Sheath your blades and bring your friends to Xinyi Garrison. Don't be late. Gotcha. I thought you came for a fight. Didn't expect you to be a nice guy. Glad they were reasonable. The people of Xinyi can rest easy knowing that these thefts will not happen again. Alright, we converted the bandits. Increases our public order. Our troops increase by 5,000. Wow. Our merit increases as well, and we get a bunch of gold, some wisdom, and cultural rep. Nice. Very good. I must say, I really like these tails things that we got going on here. But anyway, let's head back. Now that we've dealt with the bandits, that's the main thing I was concerned with, because they can steal your stuff if you just let them go. Let's head back to Zhangyang and see if we can find this guy. All right. So they were saying gates, garrison, or workshop. So let's inquire at the gates. Same thing still. Yeah, important to be diligent and ask around. I think we're doing the right thing by inquiring, but just maybe haven't gotten lucky yet. They're worth keeping there now. Zushu, and you are Hu Kuang. Yeah, so I guess this is the free officer here. I don't think this guy's very special. Yeah, he's just a mediocre, but hey, he's brave. Let's see. He could do a bit of damage with archers. That's not bad. Let's see. He is an officer of Shu as well. Yep, let's do it. Alright. We have brought Fu Quang. Just like that. We completed our request as well. Nice. Wu Quang moved to Xinyi. We gained a bunch of rep, gold, merit, and cultural stuff too. So we'll rest. And then do Parliament. Summertime. Alright, let's see. We have a lot more soldiers now, so we are at 42,000, but they are climbing much more rapidly. So we have to be really careful. But anyway. We're doing okay. Not bad. Let's see. We did do a mission, a little bit of science. That's good. You've done well so far. Yes, we got a promotion, rank 6. So they go 9 is the lowest actual rank, and then up to 1, I believe. So we're now 6. This increases our stipend, and yeah, we can command 1,000 more troops in combat. Excellent. Oh, we also gain a privilege too, so we'll keep that. Make sure that we don't accidentally select our privilege. I've done that, and it hurts. It hurts. So we'll have to be careful we don't use this thing. It doesn't actually say what the cultural rep does. This might influence how well we do on certain things. I'm not entirely sure yet. So anyway, yeah, we can't avoid a confrontation probably with them. We could do more espionage. We still already have the espionage. We could do this one too, I guess. Well, actually, maybe we should be careful because we are running low on gold, so it's not just casually inspect a bunch of places. However, a couple spies I think is probably good. Let's sort by intellect again. So we have Feng Kai here. Yue Jin would be a good one to have. He would definitely be sent to the battlefield, and his int isn't the best. Yeah, so we'll use a strategy point, and then yeah, so okay, good. We just don't want to click the privilege button. Perfect. Apparently Guan Yu has a relationship with the officer, so that makes it easier for him to do it. So yeah, I guess we'll see how well it goes. So now it's up to Guan Yu. Guan Yu did it. Excellent. So we could do more if we wanted to, but I think we'll ease off. Like I said, we do have to keep in mind that our gold situation is a bit tenuous. So, and stratagems there. Sun Qian employed Sima Ji, so that's another one. Let's see, friendship decreased. So we don't like Cao Cao anyway. He's not a good guy. Alright, everyone's doing their thing. No one wants to join us for science. Oh man. I feel like that sad science nerd in the corner. Alright. So they expect 132, but they're going to get about 40. Alright. And like I was saying before too, you don't actually have to take a mission if you don't want to gain any influence or bonus money. You can just dump your time. We are getting quite a lot of money, so we could just dump our time into helping out the market, just to boost our force's income. So something that we can do either way. Anyway, but yeah, we are at max inquiry, so let's just do some science then. Great breakthrough is bound to happen, but it doesn't look like this time. And no one's going to help us out here either. That's kind of the sad part about this. All right. Okay, we will rest then. New tale is available, The Lady of Intellect. Well, that sounds exciting. Let's check it out. And then we should probably look through Sima Hui's water mirror lessons too. It looks like we can do these whenever. It seems like they're sort of like tutorials in a sense, but... let's trigger the second visit too. Continue the tale.
Liu Bei様、伝え聞く話では、諸葛亮様が竜中の草案に戻られているそうです。
おお、そうか。雲長、よくとく。すぐに支度をして出立するぞ。ごめんください。福龍先生はご在宅でしょうか。
はい、どちら様でしょう。
ああ、先生、ようやくお目にかかれました。先日お伺いした劉備と申します。
劉備殿。もしやあなたは兄に会いに来られたのでは。私は諸葛亮の弟で諸葛金と申します。兄は昨日友人に誘われて出かけてしまいました。
なんと、そうでしたか。まさか二度までもお会いし損ねるとは。
せっかく来られたのに申し訳ありません。兄が戻ったらこちらから伺うよう伝えておきます。
いえ、先生にご足労いただくわけには参りません。そうだ、申し訳ありませんが、紙と筆をお借りできますか。
Liu Bei drafted up a letter stating his goal of bringing peace to the people, and he departed the hut. Liu Bei and Zhuge Jun become... Okay, so Zhuge Jun becomes acquainted with the three brothers, and Liu Bei gains some charisma experience. Excellent. Alright. Alright. Lady of Intellect. A young woman who attended the lesson on military tactics approaches you. So we need to win more debates, apparently. So we can't do that yet. That's okay. Alright. Apparently we will gain some endings. Interesting. Hopefully these are not actual endings. That would be kind of sad, but... well, it's like, alright, I guess we won already. Let's trigger the friendship tale. Keep in mind that in order to link, a friend must be nearby on a battlefield, or located within the same facility when carrying out a mission. A devoted friend can also impart their wisdom to you. Interesting. Wisdom is what raises your tactics and skills to new heights. Achieve this, you'll need to ensure you have an adequate amount of wisdom in all the proper fields. How do I gain a devoted friend? We gift them a symbol of friendship to a trustworthy friend. Symbol of friendship is a rare, valuable treasure acquired only by increasing your public attitude. However, here you go. Once you've gained a few devoted friends, perhaps I shall come pay you a visit again. Alright. Well, we can decide who we want to make a friend. We have a few options. It's a little bit cliche to make our friends the three brothers, of course, although I like to do that too, if I'm being honest. I'm going to try to go a little bit more, perhaps less meta, I guess would be the way to describe it. Maybe just the people that we naturally form good relationships with. Of course, the one that we have the most rep with right now is Zhang Fei, so I'm not in any rush to make any of these friendships, although it would be of good help, it looks like to us. But anyway, let's trigger the next lesson on public inquiries and whatnot. See what this guy has to say. Alright. Public attitude is not the only thing you can gain from inquiries. You'll discover unsung of officers. You could even find an opportunity to share sympathy. We found that out, yep. No better opportunity than to make an inquiry. If you're aiming to increase sympathy and form a synergetic relationship, inquiries are the quickest way. Perhaps I'll come to see you again once you've raised all the facilities in one of your cities to maximum public attitude. Okay, so that tells us what we need to do. We get a bunch of money, so that's nice. Wisdom and courage. So let's see what this is about. Have you been paying attention to your rep? There are 3 different types. Yep, so this is what we were asking about earlier. Martial, cultural, and notoriety. If you wish to raise your martial and cultural fame, simply leaping into battle or getting involved in government affairs will not get you far. The important thing is to stand out. Duels and debates work the best. A great deal of attention can be earned by besting an opponent with higher martial or cultural fame than your own in a duel or debate. You'd also do well to accept requests from people in the tavern. The rewards for a single request aren't a lot, but you can gain a bit of reputation for doing something over time. Practice makes perfect. Try raising either martial or cultural fame a bit. Yep. Alright, we will do that then. Our culture rep is climbing pretty well. Acquiring wisdom. Okay. Let's see what this one's about. You've gained some wisdom. These can be used at your home to learn tactics and skills. Wisdom comes in various forms. Infantry, cavalry, which in turn correlate to the tactics and skills you're able to learn from it. You can confirm the type by looking at an officer's info. The key consideration is focusing on accumulation of wisdom related to the specific tactic or skill you aim to raise. So spending wisdom to learn new tactics or skills will enable you to use them, and for the ones you already know, it raises their level. How do we get more of it? It's conferred to you by officers with whom you have a devoted relationship. Alright? It's awarded after participating in battle or performing an inquiry. Okay. Wisdom gained from an officer is related to the level of the skills and tactics that officer has learned. So, if there's a skill or tactic you want to know, you should focus on strengthening a relationship or devotion with an officer who has mastered it. It may not be much, but here's some wisdom of our own, or of my own. Should you find yourself lacking wisdom, interactions and inquiries will see you through. I'll turn once I sense that you've learned something. 7 mission wisdom. Okay. So this is like a currency then now. Man, this definitely is a lot different from 8 already. Quite a lot. So this is great. Alright, synergy and sympathy. Let's hear what Simu has to say about that too. Have you heard of a thing called destiny? Separate from the trust you hold with other officers, but ties you to them in special ways. Destiny affects both your synergetic and antagonistic bonds with others. What does that mean? Let's delve into it. Sympathy is required to link with another through synergetic destiny. Okay. Gaining sympathy 4 times allows you to form bonds of synergetic destiny, right? We knew that. Inquiries at facilities where officers are stationed will gain you sympathy with those officers. We can also discuss with them, hold a banquet, and missions will sometimes help us out too. Okay, all 4 of these options. Try forging a sympathy with someone, anyone will do. I'll be by to bother you again once you've succeeded. Alright. Well, we should probably find someone that has skills that we want, right? So we can use our wisdom here to learn things. Each will... Okay, so acquire tactics and skills. Each of them requires multiple forms of the different wisdoms that we've been accumulating, so that makes sense. Devoted officers will give you wisdom when you interact with them. It can also rarely be obtained through inquiries or based on your performance in battle. The Master Water Mirror knows much about interactions and devotion. You can consult his tale. Okay. So, honestly, it would be probably a good idea to get plots going here so that we can become like a master strategist on the field too. Looks like we have disturb and raid. I thought we had more going on in the infantry and archers section. So, a little bit strange here. Oh, I guess we do have these skills, but we just haven't unlocked them, perhaps? These are all tactics, actually. Hold on. Okay, and then here's the skills that we can actually use for our day-to-day work. Apparently we can... Oh, okay. Yeah, we can just learn farming, business, fortification, or security. Probably one of these two would be ideal, cultivation or commerce. Let's see. And all of these actually use mission wisdom, it looks like. So, alright. What about tactics, though? We need archery wisdom. Okay, so we actually have to fight if we're going to try to learn or unlock some of these skills, really. Okay. Alright, fair enough. So, I guess since we got a bunch of mission wisdom, let's learn, I think business would probably be the best. Acquired one business. Just like that. We're making money now. So, we'll also inquire over here to get our public attitude up to max. Looking for talented folks. No one here in Zini. We gained a symbol of friendship. Nice. Yeah, let's visit the farmland then. Gain sympathy with Guan Yu. More sympathy with Jian Yang. Yeah, we could probably take on some requests too, if we wanted to. Alright, a new tale appears to have unlocked. So, as we walk through the town, you come across a fight between the townspeople and the local thugs. Alright, let's see what this is about then. Hey, you listening? I said cough up the money. But I can't give you money if I don't have any. Huh? What's this, a quarrel in town? That's no good. What's the matter? Honorable Zhu Shu, perfect timing. Please help me. Hold on a second. Now you're making me look bad. Truth is, I was hired by a merchant to collect some money that this guy borrowed. He keeps saying that he can't pay up. Can you convince him to sell his belongings or something? The recent poor harvest has left us with nothing. Please, show us kindness in our time of need. Honorable Zhu Shu, could you kindly negotiate on my behalf for just a bit more time? I'll have the repayment prepared post-haste. I don't think I can decide until I've heard more from the both of you. How about we leave it here for now so we can discuss specifics at a later date? Fine. Listen up. The next time I see you, you better have the money. Thank you. You saved me. I shall be awaiting your counsel. Indeed. Alright, so we could go on a bandit eradication request. We could give it a shot. We might lose. Let's try it. Please help. Some bandits have established a base near the farmland and are causing a lot of trouble. Could you please punish those horrible bandits for me? Alright, let's suppress some bandits then. Maybe we can't do it now. Alright. Instead, I guess, we will investigate neighboring cities. I know what you're capable of, so I have a favor to ask. I want a firm grasp of the situation in the surrounding areas. Could you survey Wan for me? Very well. So, looks like we have to head over to Wan and see what's going on over there. Oh, there's some kind of... Oh, the Eradicate Bandits is this one. Might as well do that right now since we only have 30 points anyway. So let's do that. I'm sure there are still others around. Okay, I give up. Spare my life. Now then for the others. These bandits probably won't stop causing trouble unless I capture that leader of theirs. The Bandit King. So the boss finally makes an appearance. Stop your looting at once and leave. Nope. I need all the food this village has got to keep my underlings fed. Talk is futile at this point. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Maybe we should give do a practice duel, yes. Because if we're gonna win here, we're definitely gonna have to play well. So as they say, practice makes perfect.
Okay,
so we are playing as Guan Yu. He doesn't have red hair, clearly. Hasn't earned it yet. Do you see those cards with numbers? These are the cards you use to attack in duels. You can always play at least one card in a turn. Can play multiple of the same value, which we figured out. Or 3 or more cards in numerical sequence. To attack, you must play more cards than your opponents, or have a higher total card value if you played the same number. So, okay, number of cards, then it looks at the total value. Gotcha. With each turn, both sides do more damage. Deciding whether or not to save some cards for later can be a crucial part of the strat. So next round we're gonna get 2 and 4. Let's just hit him with a 5. He could throw out 2 4s, but apparently he used some kind of special. You can always use the special card with any other card to increase the total number of cards played. You can always use it. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad we're learning this now. The special card does not add any value to the sum. It does boost your attack. If you land a blow now, you're sure to deal devastating damage. Chop, chop, special. So this time we actually had the 3 cards. That's the reason right there. So this guy can only throw out 2 cards max, and we can do 3 right there. So we'll just finish him. Alright. Cut him down. Alright, here we go. We do have Resolute. Alright, so he doesn't have any skills, but he has 21 more strength. That's not looking good for us. Oh god. Alright, so we get more attack power on the first turn. However, he might throw out 2 pierces, so do cleave and special. Luckily, we destroyed his special there. It's a good thing we knew how this worked before we did it. So next round we're gonna get 1 and 2. So he can throw out 2 pierces, and he would have to if he wants to win. So we could throw out chop, but then again we could throw out 3 chops next round. Let's do a pierce. Okay, good. So we made him use 2 of those. It hurts, but that's fine. Now we win guaranteed with this. Yep, let's do that. Alright. Okay. So he's gonna hit us with 2 pierces. So let's do cleave. We should live. Oh, we don't live. No, defeat. We're in serious condition. Okay. Alright. So we can try it again later, apparently. Alright, that's fine. Let's rest. Oh no. Due to poor physical condition, we lose action points. Alright, well, let's see what Simo Hui has to say here. Seems that you've effortlessly gained sympathetic standing with an officer. Gaining sympathy 4 times will make them synergetic. This will enable that officer to assist you from the sidelines. Links which appear between officers who trust one another also form between synergetic officers. Okay, gotcha. Those who have become your spouse or sworn sibling will also have synergetic destinies with you. Thus, despite your destiny, sympathy, and trust all being separate metrics, they remain entwined. On further note, it's actually possible to earn 4 stacks of sympathy at once. When that occurs, synergetic destiny is also established on the spot. But I digress. To begin, select an officer you wish to become synergistic with by triggering sympathy 4 times. Okay. Alright, let's do growth here, and let's see what he has to say next. Seems that you've used your wisdom for personal growth. Learning skills and tactics will open up even more opportunities for you. If you want to become strong, you can either train at home or use your wisdom for learning. That is great, by the way. The old games, the reason why you wouldn't want a character with max stats is because you used to have to train your stat back at home, like politics or intellect or whatever, in order to try to randomly learn new tactics, right? And so the issue is that you would hit max and the game wouldn't let you learn anymore. So if at that point in time you did not get the skills or tactics you were looking for, you were hosed. The only way to get them at that point is through finding them on items or something like that. Or someone randomly teaching them to you. So it's just kind of a pain. So I'm glad that they split those two things out. That's a fantastic change. So throughout the world, you may encounter people who call themselves travelers, such as myself. You can't hire them, but you can interact with them and establish a bond of trust. There are those who may be trained in rare skills and tactics, which you can learn. Okay. If this appeals to you, you must improve your relationship with them until they feel devoted enough to share their wisdom with you. Connecting with travelers is a worthy endeavor indeed. Behold, a symbol of friendship for you. If you give one of these to a traveler, or anyone else for that matter, your relationship instantly rises to the level of devoted. Oh, okay. Alright. Don't limit yourself to interactions. Many ways lead to wisdom. This includes inquiries, battles, and other such things. Do whatever it takes to learn the best new skills and tactics. Will do. Alright, and let's do the final visit then. Oh boy, this is a good one.
劉備様、諸葛亮様が草案に戻られたとの報告がありました。
よし、急ぎ出立するぞ。運長、よくとく。すぐに支度せよ。
兄じゃ、いい加減に目を覚ませって。どうせまた出かけちゃいましたってのがオチだぜ。
出かけしてますlike, so basically he was saying it like this. He's like, yeah, we've been there so many times already. If we go out again, they'll probably just be like, oh, I guess we're gone again. Oh, man. All right. And he actually said, I actually agree with Zhang Bei, not Zhang Bei has a point. Same thing. There's a lot of interesting translation changes. You notice, like after you kind of learn what the language is about, it's kind of funny to see how it gets translated out. It's like, that's not exactly what he said, but it works, you know what I mean?
その諸葛亮とやらは虚名が明らかになるのを恐れて兄者から逃げ回っているに相違ありません。
二人ともバカなことを申すでない。私は一人でも 先生にお会いできるまで足を運ぶぞ。
そんなに会いたきゃ俺がひょひょいと言って朝縄で踏んじばって連れてきてやら。
よく解く。あまりにも失礼が過ぎるぞ。もういい。お前は残って留守番でもしていろ。
兄者がどうしても行かれるというのであればお供いたしましょう。
おい、まさか本当に置いてく気か？おい、だもう分かった分かったよ。おとなしくついてきゃいいんだろ。すっかりご就寝だぜ。
ごめんください。福龍先生がご在宅と伺い参りました。
はい、いらっしゃいますよ。今はお昼寝中で起こしましょうか？
いえ、どうかそのままで。先生がお目覚めになるまでここで待たせてくだされ。
どうせたぬき寝入りだろう。往生際が悪いったらありゃしねえ。
ほら、万が一先生に失礼があってはならぬ。運長よ、門のあたりで翼徳を見ていてくれ。
はっ。
タイム。誰かまずさむ。平勢我自ら知る。騒動に春水足りて、騒害に日は父たり。誰か来ているな。
はい、劉備様がずっと外でお待ちですよ。
そうか。すぐにお会いしよ
お初にお目にかかります。私は劉備、あざ名を玄徳と申します。これまで折やしくお目にかかれませんでしたが、ようやくお会いすることが叶いました。
う。私のような者のために何度もご足労いただき恐縮の限りです。残された手紙を拝読し、劉備様の国を憂い民を思うお心には大いに感服いたしました。
おお、では。
しかしながらこのような若輩の身では期待されるような働きは到底できかねるかと存じます。
そのように謙遜なさらないでくださる。先生ほどの才知、天下のため生かさぬ法がありましょうか。これまで私は天下の民を救いたいとの心はあれど、己が非力ゆえ何事も成し得ずにおりました。ですが先生のお力をお借りできれば、今度こそ民草を救うことができる。
わかりました。では愚行ながら私の所見をお聞かせしましょう。
After their discussion, Zhuge Liang and Liu Bei decided on a plan to carve the lands into thirds, seizing each one in turn before uniting them all as one. This is the Three Kingdoms strategy. They called it the Longzhong plan.
先生のご公説を拝聴し、まさに雲間に青空を見る心地です。どうか私に力をお貸しくだされ。
承知しました。諸葛孔明、国事がため剣馬の労をもいといません。
And thus, in answer to Liu Bei's 3 calls, the sleeping dragon awakens and makes his appearance on the turbulent stage. Zhuge Liang is now the tactician. We have been demoted. But respect, honestly. So, Zhuge Liang's great. The trust level between Liu Bei and Zhuge Liang instantly becomes trusting. Charisma experience increases by 100 for Liu Bei. Zhuge Liang, Zhuge Jun, and Huang Yueying, this is Zhuge Liang's wife, join Liu Bei's force. Cultural reputation of the following officers increases, which is Liu Bei and Zhuge Liang. Nice. New tale is available. The Jing province splits. Okay. So let's see, what is this about? Zhuge Liang recommends to Liu Bei to capture Liu Biao's Jing province. Interesting. So that has to be done within 3 months. So let's trigger it now. Other tales will become available. No. Let's see. So, what will that remove, I guess, is the question. Would that remove the Battle of Chibi? Because I'd rather do that. Let's see. What does Chibi require? So, night before Chibi has been triggered. I guess it already has. There are forces where there are following officers are the rulers, Cao Cao and Sun Quan. They're not allied. Cao Cao is in control of Jiang Ling. Okay. Well, let's see what this one's about. Yeah, so wait a minute. So they're no longer in control of Jiang Ling. Interesting. Which one were we really looking at? I guess Cao Cao needs to be in control of Jiangling. At least 1 month has passed since the Linked Fetters event. So actually, it is currently after July of 208, so it's not actually late enough yet. Let's see. Sai Mao is affiliated with Cao Cao or Zhang Yun is, so we can't really enforce Chibi, it looks like. Okay. Alright, well. The following officers die if they are in Cao Cao force. Yeah, pretty much. It's only after 208. A lot going on here. Cao Cao begins his southern campaign as soon as he takes over Beiping, which is all the way in the northeast. So I guess we don't have to worry about that one. I don't know which one it's going to remove. Jiang Ling, gotcha, right. So it would remove this one because Cao Cao needs to control Jiang Ling. Interesting. We could do this, but then, yeah, so then Liu Kong would become Liu Biao's successor, and we would basically march south, effectively. But interestingly, that sort of negates Chibi. I guess it's because we're supposed to lose Xinyi is what's going on here. So if we take over more territory, I think we'll avoid Jing province splits and try to aim for the Battle of Chibi. I would think. Let's see. Currently after July 208, so he has to actually take over Jiangling, but we can't really force him to go and capture those. Interesting. So maybe we do have to do Jing province splits. All right, let's just do this then, and then maybe in the future we'll do a Chibi or something. I love that. I love that fight. Red Cliffs. Oh man, it's so good. Yeah. But anyway, let's take over Jing to the south. Yes, that's fine. If the Cao Cao force has begun their southern campaign, then Xinyi is in danger. I hope you have a plan in mind. I hear that Lord Liu Biao has grown quite ill and may not last another day. We should seize this opportunity and have Lord Liu Biao hand over Jing. This will strengthen our foothold and give us a fighting chance against the Cao Cao force. But Lord Liu Biao has shown nothing but kindness to me. I couldn't possibly take Zhang Yang from him. I understand your loyalty to him, Liu Bei, but if we do not take it now, we may come to regret it. This decision is paramount and may come to decide the fate of our army. I urge you to consider it. Quite a predicament. Yeah, Liu Bei was very stressed about this because, again, he's a man of the people. If someone was kind to him, he wouldn't simply, just betray them, right? So he ultimately, I believe, does, though, if I'm not mistaken, in the story. So we can either do for gain or justice here. So we can either gain money or we can acquire a symbol of friendship. I think let's do that. This is the bandit, or not bandit, but this is the merchant trying to get the money from the guy. So let's do for justice. Cannot thank you enough for helping me the other day. However, collections have not ceased since then. The townspeople grow tired. It's only right to pay what's owed, I know. But the reality is poor harvests have made that a difficult task. This town is built on mutual aid. If merchants put profit over what is just, it can't prosper. I beg you, Honorable Zhu Shu, could you convince the merchants to wait? I'll help. Thank you. I look forward to the good news. Just now, there was a message from the merchants saying they would postpone debt collection. I can't thank you enough. The townspeople are all deeply grateful for your actions, Honorable Zhu Shu. We will form a repayment plan right away, so that your efforts will not be in vain. Excellent. So that settles that story. All right. We do have a request. I think it was to survey Wan. Unfortunately, we're not getting a whole lot of action points right now, so I guess we'll have to rest again. And then prepare for Parliament. Autumn, so this is the season where we gain our harvest. Let's see, how are our troops looking? Oh, okay, we've lost our... Oh, man, they're still gaining troops. Oh, gosh. Not a good sign. Alright, yeah, we did our normal science thing. We should do espionage again to regain that. It's going to cost us a strategy point. Interestingly, we only have one. Maybe it's because we're also in serious condition, so that's okay. Alright, and they have, how many troops here? Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, 55,000 and 61,000. Yeah, that would be pretty bad if they decided to hit us with the full force. If they could, so hopefully they decide not to do that. Yep, and strategy proposals here. Oh, okay, there's the first fight. So it looks like... Oh, wow. Wu is actually invading Liu Biao. The Yuan Shang force has surrendered to Cao Cao. So they're gone now, too. Cao Cao is trying to do some sneaky stuff in our city. I'm actually going to not apply, because as you can see, our stats are lower right now. Yeah. Now, even though we don't apply, by the way, we can still be assigned a task. So we have to look through this list, make sure that our name is not here. Good enough, it's not. Okay, good. So we can take a moment to rest. What I do want to do... okay, so now we have to investigate a shady official, and there's a Lord's debate, too. Interesting. He says he has plenty of energy, but not really. Let's go home and see if we can interact with... oh, Sima Hui. Oh, that's the water mirror guy, right? I want to interact with Zhuge Liang. So, let's discuss things. We had a good time. Gained sympathy. Nice. And let's see, can we just gift him guess a tome? I thought we could... Oh, we have to hit a higher level of friendship first. Okay. This costs us 20 action points, 50 gold, but he becomes trusting, so that's good.
失礼。
感謝する。
Let's see, we could request a practice, but I think we should probably become good friends with him first, so we'll leave for now.
思うに。
Alright, let's rest then. So we are slowly recovering here. Alright. Let's try to finish our task. We have to go to Wan to survey it. So hopefully we have enough points to do this. I think you could survey... Oh, just visit it. Okay.
ああ、あれは。
I guess that's it. So we can increase trust with this random guy. Oh, okay, he doesn't like us. Fair enough. Acquainted. Not exactly our friend, but, you know. We could accept a request from this town, but then I think you have to return to it, so it gets kind of tedious, I believe. Let's give it a shot. So, merchandise procurement, try to get more cultural rep. The shop next door has gotten some new items in stock. Well, I'm not about to back down. I'll get my own stock of those new items. Does he do it? You say if I simply offer the same things as the shop next door, it will prove less successful. Fair point. Suppose I'll have to think of something novel to offer in their place. Yeah. Common sense, you mean. Alright. So, that's good. Apparently we gained a new tail. Let's see if we can trigger it. We have growing reputation now. Perfect. Let's do it. Seems that word of your exploits has spread recently. As your martial and cultural fame increase, you will gain access to various tales. Additionally, it becomes easier to meet with and grow closer to a variety of officers. It might even be a good idea to make it your life's goal to raise your martial and cultural fame to the max. Here you go. About notoriety. Increases through requests and slander. Higher notoriety will allow you to loot, but it comes at a cost. Yeah, don't... I recommend not looting, so... you will tarnish your reputation to no end, and people will just ignore you or avoid you at all costs, basically. Because you're basically considered a bandit. Anyway, keep in mind, however, that notoriety can cause others to refuse to meet with you, yeah, and have various other... there's a lot of negative effects, so... and just make sure that you are okay with that before you go into it. You can pay attention to your rep or ignore it, it's up to you. Yep. I do like how they kind of... I mean, there's obviously just general progression for the game, but there's more to it than that, I think. Anyway, we could do the Battle of Changban. Gotcha. So, any of the following is true. Liu Song is in control of Zhang Yang or Jiang Ling. I see. Well, actually, we might not be able to trigger Changban anymore because I think... Zhang Yang is the city that just got taken, isn't it? Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, gotcha. Zhang Yang is the one south of us, and then Jiangling's this one. So that will trigger right away. So let's do that here. Let's see. Defeat of Liu Bei. After occupying Jing province, Liu Bei led his people to a prolonged period of peace. One day he fell gravely ill, and it was not certain that he would live to see the next sunrise. Is anybody there? Yes, my lord. I do not have much longer to live. Therefore, I wrote my last will and testament here. After my death, I name my eldest son Liu Qi as my successor, and Lord Liu Bei is to be his guardian. I have nothing left. I leave the rest to you, Liu Bei.
一大事にございます。
Lord Saimao, Liu Biao has passed away. This is his last will and testament. Let me see it. What?
バカな。
Liu Bei as the guardian to support Liu Qi? At this rate, there will be plots to back Lord Liu Chong. Liu Kong? I know the two of us are the only ones who know that is written in this
どう
will.
なっている。
How dare you bring this fake will? You should be ashamed of yourself, trying to bend Lord Liu Biao's wishes.
消え失せ
You
よ。
will pay for your crime with your life. Ah! This is for the best. Now to arrange for the real will.
者ども。
Listen up. Liu Biao's will leaves our army to Lord Liu Cong. Now then, Liu Cong, this way.
しかし。
However, I don't think my brother or Lord Liu Bei will sit idly by as I take over. There is no need to worry. I have already thought of a plan for that. You simply need to surrender to Cao Cao. If we hand ourselves over without resisting, Lord Cao Cao will not treat us poorly.
なんだと。
What? As my first act, you would have me hand over my lands that father had built and protected.
申し上げます。
That Cao Cao force has strong soldiers, brave leaders, and wise tacticians. For now, we will avoid the danger of the Cao Cao force and bide our time. That is the plan for the long term. I see. Alright, well, send an envoy to deliver our surrender to the...
申し上げます。
I come bearing urgent news. Lord Liu Biao has passed away, and Lord Liu Cong has been named his successor.
なんと。
What? Lord Liu Biao is already gone. Additionally, Lord Liu Cong has surrendered to Cao Cao. We don't have a choice. We should remove Lord Liu Cong before Cao Cao
今
arrives.
こそなすべきか
What's
と
more, if we cooperate with Lord Liu Qi and take in Lord Liu Biao's army, we should be able to stand against the Cao Cao force. What are you talking about? We owe a debt of gratitude to Lord Liu Biao. We cannot kill his child. Nevertheless,
頼む。
I know what I am asking of you, Zhuge Liang, but we must do whatever we can. Please understand. Thus, after Liu Biao's passing, Liu Cong succeeded the throne due to the schemes of Cai Mao. At Cao Cao's army closed in on Jing province, the time for violence was drawing near. Alright. Reporting back on neighboring cities. Let's see what this is about. Liu Bei, about the investigation into Wan. Ah, how'd it go? Thanks for the report. I have a picture of what's happening around now. You have my thanks. I'm glad I asked you. No problem. Some political experience, merit, cultural, and we gain support wisdom. Okay. Very nice. We decide to host a Lord's Debate. Okay, sure. Sounds fun. To survive in this perilous age, our people must be more skilled than the rest. Zhu Shu, do you have any suggestions?
知見を述べまする。
Perhaps it would be best to let our officers compete amongst each other. I see. Then I believe we should gather our most well-spoken soldiers and host a debate. What say you?
おみそれいた
A
した。
wonderful idea. I shall prepare a Lord's Debate at once. This must be new. I don't think I recall a group debate thing. There was a duel tournament in 7, I believe, but nice. You lot, we'll hold a Lord's Debate. Those who are brave enough, perhaps eloquent enough would be the best option here, but step forward. You decide to host a Lord's Debate. That is something new to me, so... people are learning of our great cultural reputation. Alright. Zhu Shu is walking through the town with Zhang Fei when...
少しよろしいでしょうか。
My son adores you to the point that he's studying to live up to your image. I do apologize for being so abrupt, it's just that my son truly worships you. Then bring him here so that I can tell him Zhu Shu looks forward to what he becomes in the future.
なんとお礼を言えばいいか。
Thank you very much. He'll be as thrilled as I am. That's just like you, Zhu Shu. Your cultural fame is spreading throughout the town. It's a bit embarrassing, but I suppose it's not undesirable. I must work hard to become a role model for the children who will build our future. Alright, just get a bunch of experience. And then we also, it looks like, have a request to investigate a shady official. Continue the tale. Rumors are spreading around town about a government official taking bribes. This is true, we cannot ignore it. That's why I want you to look into it. Very well, leave it to me. Please and thank you. Accept the investigate mission. So, alright. We will investigate a shady official next time on Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I kind of like how there's a little bit more RPG feel than even the older like 7 and 8. So I'm really digging it. I do like the Tales systems. They kind of allow you to sort of, not really, but sort of choose which major events take place in the game. It's interesting that they made them like advice ones here, which are basically tutorials. So I'm really liking this new system, and clearly there's a lot more going on with the different wisdoms and how we form synergistic relationships and whatnot. So looking forward to doing that. Like I said, I do want to get a synergistic relationship with Zhuge Liang, because I'm sure he has tactics and whatnot that he could share with us. Either way, though, we will continue our quest to unify the land next time. Peace.